Hello, this is the Holy Vible, back at it again with another classic Vi topic video. So, this is another Volibear video. Um, I seem to only fight the same, like, 4 champions. It's pretty nuts. Aatrox, Mordekaiser, Darius, Garen, and then Volibear, so 5. it's, it's whack. Um, so, this game, we sorry. We are planning on going Krakenslayer this game. So I've tried Divine Sunder, tried the Bork, all the classic stuff into this matchup. And Bork feels pretty good. Divine Sunder feels even, but Krakenslayer actually feels pretty good, even though it seems kind of memey. So as you saw a little bit ago, something that I did this game was I took bone plating, and I thought it would be really smart because as you saw, that trade right there was pretty nuts from him. Just the pure damage he did. But his passive electricity kind of procs the bone plating really easily, and it's totally negated, and it's basically a wasted rune because of it. So it's pretty negligible, and definitely I suggest that you don't go bone plating. So this matchup, you can win at level 3 if you have the minion advantage. Um, as you can see right here, I have the minion advantage now because he walked up, get a fully charged Q from the bush, and he still absolutely wallops me with his lightning. He thinks that he can fight me. I don't know why, but we end up absolutely clapping him because our minions did a lot of damage there. And Volibear is kind of a burst champion. Um, he's very similar to Garen, where he's very burst, and then he just, all of his damage disappears, and then he kind of ramps up a bit later. The reason he ramps up is because of his W, he gets the healing, and whatnot. So back to laning phase. Volibear likes to E. Once again, there's the bone plating, just procced, completely negated. It's good for if he's going for a bushwhack or an assassination play, but during laning phase, it just doesn't exist. So he pushes it in really hard, which we're going to have a slow push back to him due to this. It's okay. It's not great, but Volibear tends to push really fast, and so you kind of just got to deal with it. It's okay because it allows us to have a minion advantage in trades. Right there, we get a short little 3-piece. He uses his E, so that means that when my Q's up, I have the ability to go back in, because his E is a lot of his burst damage and his shield. So here we get the fat Shaco gank. I cancel an auto, but it's a lot of damage. We see the counter gank coming up, and we try to turn it. If I could hit my abilities, he would have died there. But I'm a goober. So I try to ramp up my lethal tempo here, and I do. I hit 6, go back in, end up getting the double. And if my Shaco had anything up here, we actually could have won. But he used all of his abilities right there, so only so much he can do. He gets out with 1 HP. Katarina gets the kill. Very nice. So now we've got our Noon Quiver and our Pickaxe. Pickaxe is a classic, so you're used to the damage, but Noon Quiver is pretty abnormal. It gives the attack speed that feels really nice on Vi, but and some more damage. I mean, it's just an overall pretty solid item. So here, we don't really want to fight. He's level 6, and we are as well, but we don't have ulti. We can trade into him, and we can fight, but in an extended fight, he will beat us just because he has more damage and lockdown. He doesn't seem to be playing super well. He could have probably called his jungler up there and asked for a dive, but his jungler is currently mid. Unless that's Talia mid, in which case, my bad. We see him roaming, and I've got a slow push to him anyway. So here's ideally either we set up a slow push, and then we push in 2 to 3 waves, or we could hard push. I, I did a classic and missed the cannon with no retaliation. Absolutely beautiful. Walk down here just to see what he was doing. If you walk up in that little part, the scuttle crab cannot see you, so that's why I walked up and queued over. I now have to wait for my queue, which is just a little bit of waiting, but it should be a pretty free kill. I hit R. It wasn't needed. He just absolutely one-tapped her. So I get my couple minions, and then we waltz down bottom side. So we know Olaf should be around here. Here, I probably should be going back top, but, you know, whatever. I feel inclined to fight a little bit, so why not? Rift Herald is now back up. You know, Olaf is bottom side clearing up. I get hit like a goon, and naturally, I die. So we're back top. Already. No harm, no foul. We didn't actually die. Pfft. So, something that's really awkward. As you can see, I have my Cloak of Agility building into the Krakenslayer. Vi's crit animation is a clap, where she, you know, bonks her hands together. And the animation itself, yeah, right there, is slower than her default auto attack animation. So if you have like 1.0 attack speed and 1.0 attack speed with a non-crit animation and then a crit animation, you actually attack a little bit slower with the crit animation, and thus it is easier to cancel your autos. But it's okay. It still feels good with the Kraken, and your E does have the ability to crit. Plus, it's a pretty rad animation, if I do say so myself. So we push in the cannon wave. When you go for Rift Herald, which I do every single game, it's always best to do it on a cannon wave, because the cannon is what takes longest to kill, both from the player and the turret. And so that is what you want to have them waste their time on. We absolutely destroy the Olaf, and I want to go back in, but I don't want to ulti him if he has ulti, because he's unstoppable during the animation, and I didn't have Q up. So there, we wait for his ulti, and then we go back in. Have a really awkward flash, but it's alright. Blast him, have our passive blast shield up, and we're fine. It was a little bit scuffed, but it works out. Here I want to push in my wave so that Volibear loses as much as possible before I go for Rift. Jungler's already on the top side, so he could start it if he wants. Doesn't look like he's going to, so I'm just going to end up getting plates. I'm a goofball, and I go back for a couple more minions. I was thinking I could clear it fast, but I don't know why I would ever stay there. Waste some of Voli's time, and we get out scot-free. Very close, though, to dying for no reason. Katarina was, you know, disconnecting constantly, so if he just gets off League, then he won't have a problem reconnecting to League. Boom, another fight with Volibear. Just trade into him, Bush Q. We just go hard. Absolutely eviscerate him. I believe Vi's ulti is a little bit shorter cooldown than Volibear. Otherwise, he probably could have hopped out there and lived. But it's alright. We just show him who's boss. Take some plates. My best guess here is I'm going to push this in, get one more plate, and then transition to the Rift Herald. Just go for even more plates. Alright, fair enough. We see Talia coming up. We could kill her if the tower wasn't there, but we don't have ulti, and Talia kind of counters us with her minefield. So, just go down for good old Scuttle Crab. Take it. And on top of that, the Black Cleaver shreds more armor and it gives movement speed while we hit the opponent. So, two things just to be absolutely super sticky and a tank buster. Just the perfect things that we need for this game. Pick up another few more kills, just some freebies, and we go back mid to push. Because 4 of them are dead. We could push the bottom and get that other tower, but we can kill whoever. If he was in range of my R there, we would have definitely just hit it, but he was just a tiny bit out. Take what jungle we can, play with the team. We don't want to play too far up solo, even though we're super strong. Take this. We can probably get one more big purchase, and then we fight one more time. The game should be over. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get our Death Dance, just be absolutely unkillable. Get our pink ward, control ward, and hurry back down mid. A ram. We should be able to destroy any team fight here, so it should just be a quick one and done. Next team fight, push the wave, and then get the base. Move over towards where Olaf was. We see the Talia. We can catch her out if she walks through the jungle to come towards her team. We see the enemy team bot lane as well, so it should be a pretty free. Get the speed up. Talia is once again way too far out of position. We just secure it with R. Unnecessary, but she can't avoid it that way. And it's on a pretty short cooldown at this point. Take the inhib. Take their base. Take their lunch money. All of the above. Go back in. Olaf might be an Olaf, but we are so strong it doesn't matter. Go over here to flank the Draven. Flash Q, but a little bit out of range. Does it matter? Absolutely not. Flex on him a little bit with the mastery. Thresh is out of position, but we don't have Q. We see the 2 of them. We should be able to kill both of them here. With the Yuumi on top of us. It isn't a necessity, but it's nice. Ride out to freedom. Beautiful. Come over here. We can recall. We can get some more mana and then push in with the team. Once again, should just be one team fight, one and done. We're just screwing around a little bit at this point. Go for a Mimi build with the Cosmic Drive, maybe? Absolutely. Give me some more CDR. Give me some AP. Phase E has a 90% AP scaling, so it's not as bad as it could be. It's pretty bad. We meme on our jungler, take his camps.